Excuse if you can hear a bit of wind noise. I've got the mic on, but I don't know if it's any good up here. I'm on leather tour on Dartmoor. I was promised good weather, but I haven't got it. The clouds moved in, the cloud is thicker than thick. We've got a beautiful vista looking out over. I'm on top of leather tour. I'm going to move down there in a minute to get some more shelter. I was supposed to go down there, but I accidentally ended up here, so I thought we'd get the shot whilst we're up here. It's 7 o'clock, time's pushing on. I'm not going to have a lot of light left. I've set up on this shot. If I should turn you around and show you, I've kind of got the rocky little outcrop with BURRATOR reservoir over on the vista, and in the distance there's a little bit of light cracking just above there. We'll see if we can get that in a minute. We'll hang on 10 minutes whilst we're here. I've got the 14mm left. I'm sweating my tits off getting up here. The OS maps, first time it's let me down there. The route that I got to get up here, I couldn't do it. I couldn't get through the fern, so I had to come all the way around, which was a bit longer and a bit steeper. Never mind. So the shots for the settings for the first shot, I'm on 1/125th because it's blowing. I need to freeze out the little tufts of grass that are on the rock. F11. I've had to pop the ISO up to 320 just to get the histogram right, so it's not, you know, budging up either of the corners. Right, hang on here 10 minutes, see if we get a little crack of light, and I'll put this picture up now, and then I'm moving down there for a little bit. So it's such a beautiful vista. It is a real shame about the light, it really is. Done what I can. 1/100th of a second. I'm on F9 now, ISO 500. It really is dark as shit out there. There's some beautiful light over there, but there's nothing over there. I do have the worst luck as a photographer, I swear to God. I'm going to stay in the van tonight somewhere, don't know where. Have a bite to eat and see what it's like in the morning. I should have checked the weather before I came out, really, because it's changed completely. It's a shame, real shame. I'll show you how I've set this shot up anyway. Got the 14mm lens on still, Sony f1.8. So it's difficult to show you really, but I'll sort of show you the tripod where it is. It's there, and the lens is coming off, and we're looking down at this piece of rock. We're leading into this, which leads you into the reservoir, of course. Now the reservoir curls off to the left, you've got the dam straight ahead, and then you've just got the hills. What the 14mm lens does is encapsulates all of this over here as well, and it's really bloody cool. Really like it, and you can tilt it really low down. I've done portrait and landscape, and you can get all that imaging in the foreground. I have, of course, because of that sky, and to bring out the greys and the teeny amounts of blue that I can see, I've bracketed a few shots. I've done a 3-shot bracketed, so we'll put those in the post and see how they come out. I've still done the single shots on 1/100, f9, ISO 500, ISO 320 at the top there, and we'll see how they come out in post. It's a real shame that it's not cleared, because I was so excited for a good sunset. I'm absolutely gutted. But what we'll do in a minute is we'll talk about RAF Fairford and RIAT and photography etiquette, and why I love being out here on my own. for the night, it will do. Tuck myself away in the corner nice and quietly. Of course I'll leave no mess, etc, etc. Right, Fairford, RIAT. Photography etiquette out the window. What's the matter with people? First of all, everybody's paid for a ticket, no matter whether you got that cheap or you paid the more expensive price that I did for £70 because I was late getting one, and then paid another £37 to go into the viewing village. That's a lot of money, and I would have expected, no matter if you paid or not, the etiquette was out the window. People barging in front, not barging, that's the wrong word, people pushing in front of you to get a little bit more of a composition in you. This is exactly why I love landscape photography. Don't get me wrong, the Mac Loop is perfect. There's very few people there. Fairford was too busy. And you know what? Although I got some astonishing shots, I missed the show because I was looking through the camera all the time, and I've harped on this channel before. Don't ever forget to look over the top of your camera and survey the scene yourself and have a good old watch. A couple of aircraft, I sat down and watched them because I hadn't seen, you know, the likes of the Harrier and the Tornadoes for so long. But I shan't go again, not with a camera. I'll go again as a guest and a spectator, but not with a camera. It was almost like who's got the biggest bloody lens, do you know? And disappointing, really disappointing. Anyway, I am parked up. The weather has turned. It's not good. But what is good, and fingers crossed, is there's an 86% chance of fog in the morning. So I have left BURRATOR Reservoir, disappointed, and I've come over towards Wistman Woods. Google it, Wistman Woods. It's ancient, it's eerie, it's narky, and if there's fog, bring the mood. It will be wicked. I got my walking trousers, I got my walking boots, I got, you know, I'm prepared to go, good to go. So I'm going to get my head down and I'm going to make my way there in the morning. I hope you enjoyed the non-sunset shots. It is what it is, you know. You travel 1 hour and 50 minutes down the motorway to get here. You got to make the best out of a bad situation, and I'm really enjoying using the 14mm lens at the moment. So see what we can do with that tomorrow, and some really gnarly, narky trees. That would be interesting. Right, I'm done. I'm going to bed. Good night. See you in the morning. Wistman Woods. Good morning. What a sleep. That was lush. I slept so well. Oh, a bit of rain this morning, which has unfortunately cleared the fog away. There's some bits of fog and mist moving through, so hopefully when we're in the forest we'll be lucky. Walking to Wistman's Woods now. That's about it, I think. This morning, van updates. Learning all the time. I got no idea what I look like, by the way. Getting used to the van even better now. Didn't get out of it this morning. Was able to pack away all the window blinds, tie everything up, get everything sorted, cook breakfast, wash up, clear up, without even opening a single door to get out, which is good because it felt really secure and safe. Couple of bits ordered. Solar panels arrived yesterday, and the roof racks arriving tomorrow. So the solar panels are just going to keep the leisure battery charged to run the fridge, so I can stay wild for a few days on the trot. Because I don't know if you know, but my fridge, when it gets down to 10.6 volts, the fridge will cut out, and obviously your food will spoil, and we don't want that. So solar panel, I'll let you know how that goes. I might even do a video actually of the install. Friend's going to help me from work. It's quite straightforward. And then we'll plan one hell of a trip. But more on that later. Hi! I got a GoPro chest strap. Bringing more into the action. Alright, so the whole point of the GoPro chest strap is so you get like a first person view of me setting stuff up. But I forgot to put the mic on, so I don't know if it'll work properly. We'll do our best. Woohoo! It's also, at this point, Pete realises he's got the mic. So, you're now mic'd up. Hopefully, it's working. Hopefully you can see that amazing light over there. I don't know, let's have a check. Yeah, you can see that. Wowzers, that is cool. Right, we're going to set up. I need to move you back a bit, but I don't think you will you? That is disappointing. Okay, nonetheless, we're going to set up on this shot. We're going to use the heather here in the foreground, use this light as the background. We've got some beautiful trees over there. There's a tor over there, so I need to get on with this a moment because I'm going to lose it. Right, just popped it into portrait. Wide angle is very different with portrait, isn't it? I think it makes the portrait look a lot longer. I prefer it 1/200th of a second f11 ISO 250 at the moment. That's keeping the histogram away from the edges. Just waiting. That previous shot, I said that light's going to move in a minute, and by the time I put the tripod on the ground, that light had gone from over the top of the tor. Whether or not I'm lucky enough to have got that, there's another patch just moving across now, so we'll hang on for that. Oh, it's quite a hike up here. It's beautiful. Have a look. Tell you what, I don't regret selling my M4 at all. It's beautiful. Right, slight drawback of the GoPro chest strap. It's supposed to bring you into the action. Yeah, well, it ain't, is it? The mount thingy, which gives you the mic, obviously the mic is only forward facing, so I don't know what that audio sounds like yet, so we'll figure that out in post. And when you put that modification of the mic on, it then doesn't let you twist the GoPro back. Like, it doesn't let you twist it back far enough because the outer casing gets in the way, so I can't be asked to piss about with it now. I'll have a look at all my bits and bobs when I get home. That's looking stunning over there, man. That is looking stunning. Wow. Let's just wait for that light to come across and we'll get it. Whilst we got the minute opportunity for that light coming across, thank you to all the new subscribers. Wow, I'm nearly at 300. And I love you all. It's a shortfall from thousands, but man, I'm getting there and I love it. I love the workflow, I love what I do. It's awesome. And you know, I don't make any money out of it. I put my video up there, or down there, or there, or there, wherever it is, of who I am. I just made a little who I am video whilst I was in Scotland. I think it made sense at this time. And then, you know, if people are wondering what I'm about, they can go and quickly have a look at that. My first video to go over 10k views, the one on the Mac Loop. Planning another trip back there in October, I hope. And then what I said to you down there about getting the solar panels and the roof rack to go wild. North Coast 500 Scotland next year. Yep, it's got to be done. The book's on the way. The book to plan it is on the way, so I can't wait to start reading that. Anyway, right, that light's coming. See you in a minute. I'll put a shot on for you. Right then, Wistman Woods. Let's go. Look at all the yellow and the heather. It's quite pretty, isn't it? There is a distinct lack of paths on Dartmoor, but that is the woods down the bottom there. If you can, I don't know if you can see me. I am in awe of this place. It's almost like it's alive. It's, yeah, wow. The colours. I know it's only green, but there's browns, there's greys, but predominantly green. Look, look at this tree. Yes! Look at that. Right, let's figure out a composition on this tree with a wide angle lens. It's going to meander through the woods. I say meander, break an ankle, but let's set up on this, see what that's all about. Here we go. Right, hopefully you can see this shot. I've set up this tree on the right, this tree on the left, and this centre tree. The centre tree seems to get some bounding light coming in and hitting the branch. As you can see, 1/100th on ISO 100 f 3.5. You don't need your f number here because you can just, everything's up close and personal, so you don't need that depth of field as such. I've got way too many whites in this shot. My histogram is right up on the right hand side, but that's the sky up here. It's coming in the shot. I've got a little bit of fern down in the bottom right, and the rest is just, it's a mangle of mess, but it leads you to that middle tree. I really like it. If it works, I'll put it up now. What a truly amazing place. Tripod's gone, although my tripod's really able to manipulate. It's for macro photography, this tripod, so you can get it out and in different positions. You can't do it here. You're better off just putting your camera on a stone and pressing the shutter button. What a place. My skin is crawling. I feel like I am covered in midges or something. Yeah, so tripod away, camera's down. Dude, just, I daren't say point and shoot, but that's what I'm doing. Setting up the composition, resting the camera on stuff. That's the beauty about this wide angle lens. It captures so much. We'll move on up the woods a bit, see what else you can see. Two top tips: tuck your trousers in to your socks to avoid ticks, and keep your lens cap on. You drop it here and you've had it. Right, so shooting in the woods, compositional nightmare, especially somewhere like that, but that is fantastic training, if you like. There's essentially no existing leading lines in the wood. unless you find a path. And in this wood, there is no path. You make it. So your composition was a nightmare. But you just need to think about it, sit there and think about it. That's the thing with photography, isn't it? That's what people don't get. It takes time. It takes time to compose that picture and get it right. Your rules are still there in the woods. Heavily weighted on the left, heavily weighted on the right, center weighted. So that's all still there. There are leading lines. You can certainly make leading lines if you wish to, like the way I've led off that branch. Oops, my God. But I think every photographer, in my opinion, should shoot in the woods, purely for that compositional nightmare training. Because then when you look out into whatever photography you actually concentrate on, I think you're able to see things a little bit easier. Life's easy in the wood with a nice big 14mm lens. You know, f1.8, I can open up right up, let all that light in and still get a decent histogram. So I've got all the detail to bring out there. But I've enjoyed that this morning. That's made my weekend. Apart from the fact it's starting to pee it down. There you go, a little bit of composition for you there. One more shot up the valley. Bled it from the heather, bit of Wistman's wood into the valley. Rain's coming in, it should make for a moody shot. Thank you for coming with me, thank you for joining me. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Hit the like button because that pushes my video, hence the 10k views on the Mac Loop video. Just hit that like button. I'm not entirely sure people realise you just pop into YouTube to watch a certain video. That like button is so important to push the video up. I'll be back. Have a beautifully safe week. Enjoy it. Get out. Go walking. I'm done. Thanks for watching.